Good afternoon, Southwest Florida. I'm Bri Walling. This Naples Herald Lunch Break is sponsored by our friends at Fusillo Kia of Cape Coral. This afternoon, we'll tell you about the VA Secretary nominee Ronny Jackson stepping down after allegations, Patton Oswalt and fans of his late wife making parallels to her book about the Golden State Killer, and more. Today is Thursday, April 26th, and this is the Lunch Break. White House Dr. Ronny Jackson withdrew from consideration as Veterans Affairs Secretary on Thursday, saying false accusations against him have become a distraction. Shortly after the news, Trump called into the Fox and Friends morning show to praise Jackson as an incredible man who runs a fantastic operation, but declined to say who he may nominate next. Jackson faced a series of accusations about his workplace conduct. The latest blow to his nomination to lead the government's second-largest cabinet agency came Wednesday with a set of accusations compiled by Democratic staff on the committee considering his nomination. Based on conversations with 23 of Jackson's current and former colleagues at the White House Medical Unit, the summary said Jackson exhibited a pattern of recklessly prescribing drugs and drunken behavior, including crashing a government vehicle while intoxicated and doling out such a large supply of prescription opioids that the staffers panicked because they thought the drugs were missing. In just a matter of days, the allegations transformed Jackson's reputation as a celebrated doctor attending the president to an embattled nominee accused of drinking on the job and overprescribing drugs. However, the former nominee has denied all allegations of bad behavior. Trump's first VA Secretary David Shulkin was dismissed after an ethics scandal and mounting rebellion within the agency. And veterans groups are growing dismayed over the continuing uncertainty at the VA, already beset by infighting over improvements to veterans' care. A chilling Facebook message posted before the Toronto van attack has raised the possibility that the suspect nursed grudges against women and is bringing back memories of a 1989 massacre of 14 women that remains one of Canada's most traumatic acts of violence. The 25-year-old suspect was charged with first-degree murder in the deaths of 10 pedestrians mowed down by a rented van. Toronto police said at a news conference that those killed and injured were predominantly women, though he declined to discuss a possible motive. The gender issue arose because of what police called a cryptic Facebook message posted by the attacker just before the incident that suggested he was part of an online community angry over their inability to form relationships with women. The now deleted post saluted Elliot Roger, a community college student who killed 6 people and wounded 13 in shooting and stabbing attacks near the University of California in 2014. He called Roger the supreme gentleman and used the term incel for involuntary celibate in online posts raging at women for rejecting him romantically. The anti-women sentiment also recalled Canada's 1989 massacre at an engineering college in Montreal when 25-year-old Marc Lepine killed 14 women before killing himself. In a suicide note, he blamed feminists for ruining his life. Comedian Patton Oswalt proudly and tenderly congratulated his late wife in an Instagram video for the arrest of the Golden State Killer, a moniker Michelle McNamara coined on her personal mission to catch a man responsible for at least 12 killings and 50 rapes throughout California in the 70s and 80s. McNamara died in her sleep at 46 in April of 2016. She'd been in the middle of her hunt for the killer, and in her book, I'll Be Gone in the Dark, one woman's obsessive search for the Golden State Killer. Oswalt helped finish the book after McNamara's death, and it became a #1 New York Times bestseller. Oswalt and McNamara's fans were crediting the late sleuth's years of dogged work with helping to solve the crime, and were disappointed when police didn't give her credit at a news conference announcing the arrest. Asked specifically about whether McNamara's book helped solve the case, Sacramento County Sheriff Scott Jones said no. While it kept interest and tips coming in, there was no information extracted from the book that directly led to the apprehension. D'Angelo's name hadn't been on McNamara's radar, but her idea for the Golden State Killer name, her coverage of the case in the Los Angeles magazine and a blog, the shocking news of her death, and the book all shined a spotlight on the decades-old crimes. And McNamara's fans couldn't help but notice the parallels with D'Angelo's arrest and how her book ends, with the message directly to the Golden State Killer being confronted at his front door. And that was a lunch break for today. I'm Bri Walling. For your twice daily news fix, head over to the Naples Herald YouTube channel and subscribe. Leave us a comment to let us know your thoughts on the news or what you'd like to hear about. The lunch break airs Monday through Friday at 12 p.m. right here at naplesherald.com. And don't forget to check out our morning report that also airs Monday through Friday at 9 a.m. Thank you for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.